Have you ever wanted to take a 2D logo and turn it into a multicolor, multi-material 3D print? Today I'm going to show you how to do exactly that without using an AMS, which stands for Automatic Material System, specifically the one from Bambu Lab. I will walk you through the entire process, from design in Photoshop and Illustrator to turning the logo 3D in Fusion 360. All the way to the final print in Bambu Studio. Let's make it, let's print it, and let's get into the video. The first step is taking your 2D logo and prepping it for 3D printing. I'm starting off in Photoshop to clean up the image, making sure it's in a high enough resolution for tracing. Once it's clean, I move into Illustrator to convert it into a vector. This step is key, because vectors give us the clean, scalable lines we need for 3D printing. In Illustrator, I trace the logo using the Image Trace tool and clean up any details to get it looking just right. Once it's ready, I export the design as an SVG file, which I will import into Fusion 360 to give it depth. Now that we've got our vector file, it's time to bring it into Fusion 360. I import the SVG file, and from there, I extrude the design to add depth to create the 3D model. This step allows us to take the flat 2D image and give it thickness, making it ready for printing. In Fusion 360, I can adjust each section of the logo, giving different parts different thicknesses, depending on how I want the final result to look. We need to make sure that for each filament change, we create an increase of some millimeters. For example, I'm doing 1 millimeters or 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters, depending on how thick I want the different color or the new filament change. Once I'm happy with the model, I export it as an STL file, which I will bring into Bambu Studio for slicing. Now we head into Bambu Studio to prepare for printing. I'm going to import the ST file and start assigning colors and materials to different parts of the logo. Normally, if you had an AMS, the filament changes would happen automatically. But since we're doing this manually, I'll show you how to pause the print at the right moment and swap filaments yourself. Here in Bambu Studio, it's crucial to set the pause at the right moment. As you can see here, I'm pausing the print exactly when the new layer starts, so you decide where the filament change is accordingly to the new thickness or the new filament change. This is where you can get creative, choosing different materials like metallic or matte PLA or silk to make your logo stand out. Once everything is set up, it's time to print. As you can see here in the brief time-lapse and all the other footages, I manually change the filament each time the printer finishes a section. It's important to pay close attention to when each layer finishes so you can pause and swap out the filament at just the right moment. It takes a bit more manual work, but you will see the result is worth it. Here, I'm using a mix of PLA, including some bronze silk kindly given to me by today's sponsor, Polymaker. And thank you so much to the sponsor of this video, Polymaker, which sent me a lot of filaments to try out, and I'm having a blast. And here's the final product, a multicolor, multi-material 3D printed logo, all done without an AMS. Even though I had to swap filaments manually, the end result is fantastic, with vibrant colors and layers that really brings the logo to life. So, if you don't have an AMS system, don't worry, manual filament swapping is a great alternative. Here you can see another test that I've done previously, and this is my old logo as well. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do to consider so. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.